Hey everybody, Aimee here, your club director and college recruiting coordinator. Today we're going to chat about messaging college coaches. When should you start? What should you say? And how often should you follow up? First of all, you should be using the SportsRecruits messaging feature exclusively to email college coaches. Since the account is connected to your SoCal Gmail account, when a coach writes you back, views your videos, or even looks at your profile, you'll be notified to your Gmail account, your phone, and in SportsRecruits. It's easiest to use the SportsRecruits inbox to stay organized with contacting coaches. Plus, this way, I'll be able to monitor your activity and help you out along the way. I'm personally a huge fan of casting a very wide net when it comes to your early recruiting communication. Since you're still learning what's out there and you're probably not sure where you want to be yet, see if you can gather information and interest from a bunch of different types of schools as a freshman and a sophomore. As you get older, it'll start to become more obvious the types of schools that you're interested in, the types of schools that are interested in you, and where you can realistically play. But you won't know any of that unless you research and communicate. There is no doubt that the kids that communicate early and often have more options and more opportunities. Remember that there are thousands of players that all want to go play at these schools. So what can set you apart? It's going to be your consistency in communication, your maturity in writing and follow through, and the effort you make to stay in touch. Remember that Division 1 and 2 coaches can't contact you until June 15th after your sophomore year, but that doesn't mean you can't email them. Check out the link below this video for a great intro letter to send to coaches. You want to try to not be too verbose, just stick to the highlights. Who are you? What position do you play? What team are you on? What's your GPA? And a call to action like, I'd love it if you watched my videos and added me to your watch list, or I'd love it if you could contact my club director, Aimee if you think I might be someone that could fit into your program. As a freshman and even a sophomore, it's okay to reach out to your favorite schools about once every couple of months. After your sophomore year, coaches will expect to hear from you more often. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what to say, even when you know you should be in touch. So here are a few great reasons to write. You've uploaded a new clip or a highlight reel, you've signed up for a camp at their school, you're looking for advice on their camps or programs, you want to congratulate them on a big win for their program, you have a tournament coming up and you'd like for them to come watch you, or you just played in a big tournament and did well and want to share with them. And there's so many other great excuses like that to just touch base. If you really care enough to potentially go to their school for 4 years, you'll care enough to check in every couple weeks or so. Every time a coach looks at your profile or watches your video, you should write and thank them and ask if there's any other video that they might find helpful. Remember that I'll also be writing to them, and I have relationships with a lot of college coaches. I really value the connections that I have with these coaches, so even if you decide you're no longer interested in a school or they're no longer interested in you, please just be really polite and mature and thoughtful each time that you write to them. It's always best if you, the player, does the writing, and I'm totally happy to proofread your messages too. Coaches usually can tell if your parents are doing the communicating on your behalf, and they tend to find that unattractive. Players, when you write, use good grammar and punctuation, and try not to write like you would text. Don't be afraid to be funny and let your personality shine through. Coaches are looking for kids that they want to spend 4 years of their time with too, and they'll want to get to know you better. I personally always love when kids use a funny title. We had one setter who was on the smaller side, and she used the title Fun-Sized High Academic Setter Looking for a Home. In your emails, coaches want to know what's special about you. Are you on a particularly high-performing team? Are you very tall, or do you jump really high? Do you have a really high GPA or a unique academic interest that applies specifically to their school? Are you small but lightning fast? Are you still developing but an excellent teammate? Why would they want you? Be creative and ask me for help. After your sophomore year, when a school is interested in you, they'll also want to schedule phone calls to get to know you better. I know this is really scary, but I am so happy to sit with you on any phone call. You should know that the coaches will know you're nervous and they'll totally guide the conversation. So you just want to be relaxed and loose and let them get to know your personality. As always, I am here for you every step of the way. All you have to do is get that Sports Recruits profile filled out with your academic info and a few videos, and we can start emailing coaches together. Just reach out when you're ready and let's do this. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you in the gym.